Amour.
Assuming the Ottoman Empire finally becomes defunct, Russia would get the Dardanelles, the portion closest to them, and the Italians the islands off the mainland.
And the French had no problem with that?
But the French had problems with everything. That is their nature.
And the big pieces?
Well, once I conceded control over Syria and Lebanon to them, it got easier.
Let us read your mind.
Well, Mr. Churchill, do you really want Lebanon for the British Empire? It's a mess grown in 1,000 years that no one will ever disentangle. And Syria might pose an even bigger problem. Sunnis, Shiites, Alawites, Druze, Christians, all at each other's throats. And up north, the Kurds. Let the French deal with the Kurds. Or let the French try to deal with the Kurds. And let them fail.
I know where all your intelligence comes from.
Are you trying to say from the woman? From that woman?
Petty rivalries only after cocktails.
Now, to us. Zone B, our area of influence. I wrestled from the French Baghdad, Basra, Kuwait. This will now be under our direct control.
And how do we delineate the borders?
That will fall in place later.
No. This is the moment. It has to be now.
Well, issues start down here in the south. Now it's just a vague dotted line. We have a problem with Ibn Saud.
The scoundrel?
In fact, we have two problems. Firstly, he wants the whole of Arabia as a separate country for himself.
The bastard.
Secondly, he wants a flexible border. One of his tribes moving north for the summer pastures.
There are no bloody pastures. There's only sand.
And he wants a border according to the movement of people, not territory.
This does not fly. Who knows best about tribes? Lineages, affiliations, rivalries. Who knows best about Bedouin tribes? And who is going to rule over all of this? We are talking to potential future kings. Who knows the candidates? Who knows them best?
The woman, Gertrude.
Gertrude who?
Gertrude Bell.
This made me eager to go deeper into archaeology. Not far from the gorge is the British excavation site at Petra. It was a hard day's travel because of the arrival of early rain.
Greetings!
Welcome, Miss Bell.
Welcome to our home.
I'm Campbell Thompson, and this is my colleague, T. Lawrence.
And what does T stand for?
T stands for Thomas Henry. I despise both names. They're an abomination.
Ah.
Please just call me Lawrence.
Will do, Lawrence.
We knew you were coming.
Really? We didn't send messengers.
A myriad of stars see you at night, and during the day, the wrestling sand announced your footsteps.
Sorry, he's always like this.
And what's a schoolboy like you doing out here, Lawrence?
Ah, this particular schoolboy has a PhD in archaeology.
Thompson, I have a PhD in medieval pottery shards, and it follows me around like the wafting of an old spinster's fart. How I long to be rid of it. Shall we? This place is a dump. Everything's been removed by grave robbers. Over and over again. Simply stuck here.
Lawrence is dreaming of great treasures, hoards of gold.
At least, Lord Almighty, give us a library of Babylonian clay tablets the likes the Germans have excavated in Mesopotamia.
Our excavation methods are no match for theirs.
This is true, Gertrude, darling.
Darling.
You know, I made a big mistake wearing this belt here.
This kind of belt is only worn by bachelors.
And?
And the local excavation workers have been trying to find me a wife. Imagine, a wife for me, how horrible. But they heard of your arrival, and an instant rumor spread that you were my bride, sent from England. I'm not sure the right man for you has been born yet.
To me, the Ottoman Empire can't last much longer. I mean, it looks like the Roman Empire shortly before its collapse.
What do you think's going to happen?
Chaos. Chaos and war.
The British Empire will take over and fill the void of power.
No, I beg to differ. I mean, I believe it will be the Arabs whose spirit of nationhood will emerge. They are the future.
Perhaps, but any meaningful change may take centuries to accomplish.
It'll happen in our lifetime, not
Enough. Enough politics.
decades.
We are archaeologists.
So far, I'm only a traveler.
Well then, to the travelers. And to those who dig up mysteries from under the surface.
I'm sorry, we have no glasses. You know what, Gertrude? Regardless of what anyone says, the benign, soft glow of a campfire and a good scotch in your fist make a terrific bride.
Gertie! You had breakfast yet?
Got a hangover. Oh, I've got a Roman Empire-sized headache.
What a shame that we do not have Rome set on fire, Nero singing to us live, and bemoaning the conflagration he himself started just to get into the right mood. Those were the good old days.
Lawrence, keep it down.
Gertie, you can't leave. The local woman might try and wed me off again.
Do you want me to kiss you in front of everyone?
Absolutely.
My kiss shall liberate you.
Oh, wonderful. Gertie, will you please not marry me?
Absolutely.
Gertie. Oriental secretary. Congratulations. It's as if they invented the post for you.
Yes,
Oh, this is your star?
it is. But you have become senior advisor, Lawrence. You've morphed into a political animal.
Technically, I'm under you, but
But,
there are no other men like me, and no other women like you either, of course.
oh,
You become some kind of queen.
no, just a woman who misses her man.
Oh, you mean your officer who joined in the glories of war?
Yes, I do.
Miss Bell, could you nudge a little bit closer, please?
We'd like to get the Giza pyramids in the shop.
Churchill, still, please.
Mr. Churchill, what are you expecting from the conference?
Boys, let's face it, a new order of the Arab world.
Mr. Churchill, with this new emphasis on the Middle East, where does that leave our policy towards British India?
Churchill is trying to sell this as an achievement of the British Empire.
What else is it?
Come on, Lawrence. We are not leading them into autonomy. It's the Arab nations who are awakening. This is their achievement.
Yes, of course.
The Lions of the British Empire.
Mr. Lawrence, over this way, please, with the pyramids in the background for the photographers. Gentlemen, you have the shot? A little to the left, sir. Gentlemen.
Hold that, Mr. Lawrence.
Gentlemen, are we getting this shot? It's marvellous. Mr. Churchill, this is marvellous. Boys, are we getting this? One more like that, please, Mr. Churchill.
My cigar. My cigar went out. This is the end of the world.
Wonderful, Mr. Churchill.
You're all looking absolutely splendid. 4,000 years of history are looking upon you.
Oh, Lawrence, shut up. Napoleon said that before you.
Yes, all together now. Excellent.
And I'm starting a new life. The life of a politician.
Gertrude. Prince Faisal has requested a meeting with you.
He seems to be everywhere. And how does the third son of Sharif Hussein deal with his brothers?
His brothers are only interested in horse racing.
Gertrude, we have to play their game. Faisal is shrewd, is cunning, is ruthless.
But he seems to be the right one for this time in history. I mean, let's be sincere.
It's dangerous to be sincere, unless you're also stupid.
England needs to get out of its colonies sooner rather than later.
I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just.